Here's a look at your news headlines for Monday, February 9th from 1690 WJGP Wolverine Radio. I'm Ron Osborne. A parking ban will be in effect for all public roadways in the town of Plainfield. The parking ban will begin when 1 inch of snow has fallen and will remain in effect until the Highway Department has cleared the roadways as per Town Ordinance number 109. All vehicles must be off the roadway, and any vehicles observed to be in violation of this ordinance may be towed at the owner's expense and subject to fines. There will be a parking ban in effect for the borough of Jewett City now through tomorrow at noon. Please remember to move all vehicles from the streets, as resident troopers will be enforcing the ban, and those who do not comply will have their vehicles towed at the owner's expense. The meeting for the proposed Griswold school budget has once again been postponed until February 23rd at 6 p.m. in the Griswold Middle School auditorium, weather permitting. Residents of Plainfield this spring will see several new, more visible stop signs at many of their local intersections. The federally funded Rural Stop Sign Replacement Program is aimed at reducing crashes, especially fatal ones in high-risk, low-visibility areas. The work calls for replacing signs and making traffic improvements to locally maintained rural, major, and minor collector roads, as well as to local roads. In Plainfield and Canterbury, officials are going street by street to see which signs need replacing, and once the study is complete, contractors in March will begin replacing old signs, as well as adding stop-ahead signs, and stop lines will be added as needed. A legislative committee is set to hear public testimony on several bills aimed at combating texting while driving in Connecticut. Several state lawmakers have submitted legislation this session that creates tougher penalties for texting while driving. One bill would require the penalties to mirror those for driving while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Another bill would add $100 to each existing fine for using either a mobile telephone or mobile electronic device while driving a vehicle. Lawmakers are also considering a proposal to make driving fatalities caused by someone texting or using a handheld mobile phone punishable by the same penalties for fatalities caused while driving under the influence. The legislature's Transportation Committee has scheduled a public hearing for Monday on those and numerous other bills. Wolverine Radio News is brought to you by Sorrell's Pizza and Pub, Slater Avenue, Jewett City. Yummy. Sports and weather next.
The word yummy, by definition, is very pleasing to the senses, especially the taste. There is a place in Jewett City that has known the definition of that word for more than 7 years. Sorrell's Pizza and Pub on Slater Avenue. Sorrell's features wraps, grinders, seafood chowder on Fridays, and of course their famous pizza for $10.95 with free delivery. Sorrell's knows the definition of yummy. Take it from his old English major. When I want yummy, I go to Sorrell's Pizza and Pub, Slater Avenue, Jewett City. Yummy!
Wolverine Radio Sports. The Griswold Wolverine girls indoor track team has all but owned the ECC Small Division Indoor Track Championship. The Lady Wolverines captured the league title for the 7th time in 8 years on Saturday with a win over Stonington, 129-79 at the Coast Guard Academy in New London. Junior Megan Perez took home first-place finishes in the 1,000 to 1,600 and 3,200 meter races. The Wolverines also got a lot of help from freshman Kelly Ann Botello. 2 gold medals were around her neck after she won the 55-meter race and the high jump. The win in the 55-meter race meant she was the fastest competitor at the entire event. The Yukon Huskies needed a second-half surge to get past the green wave of Tulane on Saturday, 62-53. Ryan Boatwright had 18 points and 9 rebounds, while Rodney Purvis added 17 off the bench. The Lady Huskies vie for the number 1 ranking tonight as they take on the Gamecocks of South Carolina, and that's tonight, weather permitting. The currently undefeated Gamecocks are the Associated Press number 1 team in the country. The Lady Huskies have suffered only a single loss early in the season. The Bruins, who have been idle for almost a week, lost to Montreal last night 3-1. The Celtics had the night off. In a sad note, legendary college basketball coach Dean Smith passed away yesterday. Smith won 2 national titles in 1982 and 1993 and 11 Final Four appearances as coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. He was 83. 1690 Wolverine radio weather for Jewett City, Griswold, and Plainfield. A winter weather warning is still in effect for New London and Windham counties until 6 a.m. tomorrow. Periods of moderate to heavy snow will persist today and into tonight. Hazardous driving conditions can be expected during this long period, which is expected to last into tomorrow. Blowing and drifting snow today along the coast, yielding poor visibility at times. Wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Snow accumulations of 10 to 14 inches can be expected, possibly more inland. High temp not to get past 22. Tonight, more snow, temps around 14. Tomorrow, a slight chance of snow before 8 a.m., cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high 32. The outlook for Wednesday, the storm will have moved off by then and mostly sunny with a high near 28. And that's what's happening, updated and accurate. Rely on us for local news on the air at 1690, on the TuneIn app for your tablet or smartphone, and always online at mygriswold.com.